Bruh. Bruh.
Hey, Traders. Happy Saturday. Just going live for a few minutes to just go over, the markets and stuff. I mean, I'm watching football, and Bama's playing in like 45 minutes, so just want to knock out an analysis just in case you wanted it. Like, this weekend's better than last weekend for being able to get back to my house for a minute, because I just got home, and as soon as I leave the stream, I'm leaving my house. So here I am, man. So Bitcoin has done literally nothing, and after the big move up, last night, 4, 8, 12, 16, 21 hours, it's done nothing, which is good, right? After impulse candles, when you don't move afterwards, that's like all the indecision, narrow ranges, that's awesome. That's good for the previous impulse candles. So it may not be over for Bitcoin, but just remember what we hit. Right, like the main thing I just want you to get out of today is you got to go to the weekly, have your chart set up the same way I've got it with the trend lines. And it's only visible on the weekly. You cannot tell what Bitcoin has touched and pulled back a little bit at. Can't tell. If you look left, you know it well. We call it the 3 gorgeous dam resistance, just so there's public service announcements of what's going on in China with the CCP, you know, suppressing information. It could be one of the greatest cataclysms in generations if their Three Gorges Dam breaks with record levels of flooding and all that. It's like biblical almost. So that's what you're at, right? 3 gorges, 1 gorge, 2 gorges, 3 gorges, and now kind of 4 gorges. We did break it in August, and that whole month we tried sustaining prices above it, then we dumped, only to backtest old resistance as support. Technically on the weekly for the first time in history, right? When the April 30th high, right, was tested, we had, I don't know, man. Can you even really regard it as support? Maybe you could say here on the buying climax, but it was never truly regarded as it was here, right? And you had a decent spinning top turned into a green candle, and now, you know, the previous 2 weeks we back tested 10,541, and then really this week we did too, just for a second, right? Couple times in Square. As soon as Square bought on that second test of this old resistance being regarded as support for the first time ever, right here, big and bullish engulfing candle on the weekly, confirmation of this candle 1 day and 2 hours. So pray for Bitcoin. If it closes like this, I'll be happy, because that's a huge engulfing candle. That's a really clear, concise engulfing candle. Okay, last time we got a bullish engulfing candle that looks the way it does now, that was back the week of July 20th of this year. Look at the follow price action that was achieved afterwards. That's pretty good, man. So it would be extremely amazing if somehow, you know, today or tomorrow Bitcoin broke 11,463. But just remember, you know, the CME gaps, it's gonna be there. There's no question about it. There will be a CME gap at 11,095. So currently sitting 11,364 on spot. That's it, man. Can y'all hear me? Is the music too loud? Probably. Of course, like always. I don't know, dude. Anyone here? This is not a spacesuit, dude. This is just a Nike whatever, you know? It's very, very comfortable. What's up, Slide, dude? Again, big shout out to Crypto Dub, who works at Nike, who was able to manufacture this and a few other pieces for me. I freaking love them, man. So that's it, man. That's your update on Bitcoin. No movement, but still hanging in there and could go higher. Like, and here's the thing on the weekly, right? This is another reiteration. Maybe I was talking about last night. I can't remember. Y'all got me pretty drunk. Not to a point where I couldn't function today. I've been gone, you know, most of the day, but at my buddy's house, grilling, eating wings, drinking a few beers, all that. A couple things, okay? The oscillators suddenly, I mean, it's literally like,
and then, just like that,
the oscillators on the weekly started looking pretty freaking good again. How? Well, just starting on the MACD, we started building negative momentum, and all of a sudden, man, bullish engulfing candle with the negative momentum now just waning and about to go positive again. Are you kidding? Oh, is this not muted? Sorry. Not only that, all right, so that's the MACD, what it's doing. If it starts going positive again, that's crazy. But the RSI, spectacular, man. Yeah, we had a pretty in-depth conversation about this maybe yesterday's stream. Equilibrium level, 50, you know, anything above 60 is in bullish territory. We're back above 60 now, man. That's phenomenal. I mean, that could manifest into getting to 70 again. A price action happens if there are enough bids, which we are in an uptrend, right? Long-term uptrend. And all we have to do, man, is break 11,463, and we could be off to the races. You just don't know. And really, if we start rallying even more from now, and like that was as deep as the retrace went to 98.50 or whatever, that is testament to how effing bullish Bitcoin is right now, dude. Because you know how it is, right? We always talk about, well, all the studies, and this is all researched on traditional markets, it's crypto. You just go from your lowest point, the crash, to the highest point at this point. You didn't even make a 38% retrace. You went and made like a 30% retrace, and that was it, dude. Literally it. That means that if it starts really rallying here, if this engulfing candle gets follow through next week, if it actually, you know, cements itself in a day, that's overwhelmingly bullish conditions. When you get a 30% retrace and then you pivot and rally and you start going again, that's right. That means like market participants were like, a 30% sale on Bitcoin is good enough for me, man, to buy, to go deep and keep buying, keep accumulating in this already uptrend. The uptrend that's been going on since it bottomed out, right? Hitting this demand line, hitting a 200-week moving average. You know how that is, right? So, big deal, man. Nice. Okay. So that's your Bitcoin. Remember what the thing was, just to reiterate one more time, and it's still going. It's still not even, it could continue, man. This green candle on the 3-day, 1 day, 2 hours, it'll close in the weekly closes. It could get larger this evening going into tomorrow, because you've got this hidden bullish divergence, and you haven't even seen positive momentum yet off of the hidden bullish divergence that is extremely textbook.
It's China to me, China.
I'm eternally grateful to Air Random for his trade setup of Bitcoin, and since it was so good, I decided to go all in a 10x on his pennant setup. It's worth joining Patreon for Era's setups alone. Thank you, Era, you saved my life. 2.0000000XTZ.
M. Davis, thanks for the $4.47. Well, Era, you know, it was a neutral pattern. Right, he took along at a support, I think, 10,541. There wasn't really the 3-day. I'm sure the 3-day really opened his eyes. And yeah, that was an edge, man. But, you know, the thing is, I can't make the trade for you. You know, like, I don't, I'm always going to post a trade setup. But, man, you got to look, what a technical analysis is. Just it's gathering data and information, man. That's all it is. So, you, like, at some point, you got to be comfortable enough with that data and that information to make a move, take action, right? What about OMG last night? Like, you know, it was requested. We looked at it, and it's like, oh my god, that looks good. Do I have to post trade setup? I can post the structure, what it looks like, and the further along you are on your journey of trading, you know how to do the reward to risk. You can do it, man. Right? How did OMG do? Because again, last night posted at 10:08 p.m. my time Central. Is it continuing up? Someone said it was climbing. Maybe not. Hold on. I think it's on the other screen. Give me a sec. I'm gonna get these. Gotta get this rolling, and then I gotta get out of here. All right. There's one of my buddies has got this little shindig going for the Bama game. No, not really gone anywhere, but here it is. Just so maybe if you could see, if this plays out, don't be like, hey, you didn't talk about that, man. Well, this is OMG, right? This is the perfect example of where a potential momentum shifting structure should occur, right? When you go from your previous lowest point to the highest point, I mean, not quite a 78% retrace. You really wish it would be lower, like 220 or 185, but it didn't, man. It rallied, and it's just like back testing the 618 somehow, you know, matching the previous low. And this is potential inverse head and shoulders, man. So if you break the neckline of, it's kind of a congestion zone. It's like between 415 and 437. You break that, you're going to 6. Doesn't log. Oh my god, I'm sorry. So I was in log scale, and so all my Fibonacci was screwed up. That's right. In linear scale, it's fantastic. 88% retrace is exactly where you want it, because there were so many times in 2017, a lot of y'all don't remember. I know a lot of people weren't here on the before part of the Great FOMO of 2017, where a lot of assets, a lot of S coins would have really stupid rallies just like this. And then they would dump, and they'd lose 88% of their value, 90% of their value, and then they would reverse, and then they would go to even higher prices, like stupid levels. So I'm not saying that's going to happen on OMG. I'm just telling you, like, history doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes, and this is, on any asset on a traditional market, this is exactly where I'd want to see an inverse head and shoulders. It's perfect. The bullish impulse, the 88% retrace, and now it's here. Okay, bullish convergence, RSI, MACD. All right, it was actually bullish divergence locally for the bounce, but you know, it hasn't really gone anywhere. But this is something to pay attention to. OMG to USD, right? I mean, if you were having a stop loss, your stop loss would most likely just be right below the previous low of October 8th, profit taking 624, and 624, which lines up perfectly with the 50% retrace. 719 would be a good target, and then probably 841. So beautiful, man. Just an S coin, no big deal. The maker trade's been going for weeks now, right? Make a trade, and it started at the bottom. Now we hit. I mean, it literally, the entry was down at like $400 or 440 or 420, right? And it's rallying. It's now made its highest high of the entire rally. It just exceeded that hours ago. The highest high before was September 30th. So here we are, climbing, and this is what it's about, man. In swing trading, patience. Patience. See if we can pull that up so you can see again, right? Just give me a sec. I got this, man. This is one of the only, I mean, one that was, it was good. It was real good. Where the heck? Oh, there we go. Jeez, man. Maker's been talked about a lot in Discord since the trade setup. September 23rd, man. It's October 10th today. So, look, man. Okay? You see this, right? It's... Why? I mean, the entry was now. It was 460, 450, whatever, right? 459. And why? Because one bottom off the lowest low on Coinbase, and then you did a second low. Look at all the divergence. Well, look at all this bullish divergence. That's what several assets currently are showing. Cardano was one of them. ZRX was one. There was another. I think it was IOTA maybe. So, you know, at that point, all right, that's strategic entry. Divergence at a congestion area. The lowest point on the chart, and then boom, right? So first target was hit September 30th, and now we're working on 642, the second target, and then the third target, 692. So, boom, let's see if we can get there. Go Maker. Okay, so look at that. Let's look at Ethereum. I'm speed running this, trying to, right? Beautiful, back above 366, extremely important. You stay above 366 long enough, you're gonna see 389, 416, then 487. That's it. Okay. Did y'all even see that? I should move over. Roll Tide. It's college football Saturday. They was playing Ole Miss. Probably gonna beat the crap out of them. Unbelievable, dude. Florida upset. Losers. LSU, bunch of losers, dude. Getting upset by Missouri. Are you kidding me? No, of course, man. Only in 2020. And did anyone see that Oklahoma-Texas game? That was insane. That was ludicrous. Okay, so really, you know, I mean, you gotta get the weekly just to update you, because look, man, you're bullishly engulfing, hammering back, holding support from 2017, man. That's a big deal. And now you're just at a point on the weekly where if you can get back above 378, there's nothing there. There's no resistance until 433. I'd say that's pretty freaking good, man. If Bitcoin keeps climbing, you know Ethereum's going with it. That's it. It's that easy. So, holding support, above resistance, stay above 366 long enough, and you could be going lights out to much higher prices. All right. Don't get cocky. Yeah, that's right. Well, let's check in on XRP. That is just failing to launch, where, I mean, this is a point where Bitcoin starts correcting, XRP is going down. You'd think eventually 28.551 cents. This has looked good, momentum shifting structure, but now just kind of really stalling here. You're just falling asleep. You just gotta wonder when is it gonna dump now? Because it just, look at the bearish type. It's kind of pathetic, dude. Like, I mean, it's kind of typical too. I mean, you can't even be surprised about XRP being just a terrible performer. It has been since 2018. Here it is. You have pretty much Class B bearish divergence on XRP. Impending price action reversal to the downside is implied right now on this time scale. And on us on one oscillator, kind of two. I don't know what to tell you, dude. Wow, what a play in Georgia. Let's go, dude. Owners are controlling the price. Aren't they just, they keep dumping? right? Their escrow, right? This what they're doing. Why the crap would they care about XRP's price when they're trying to IPO Ripple? I mean, who cares? They would have no inkling of caring what this price is if they're doing that. No, it's not mine. And when you say, like, you get it, my favorite asset, you mean the opposite, but it's like, nah, it's just, I'm being real. I'm just being extremely real that this is kind of an anomaly. I don't know. It's just different than many other assets. Even when it has its rallies, it underperforms everything. Like, you're talking about, like, Cardano and VeChain and XLM and even ONT and Ethereum, right? And at one point that they have runs and they exceed highs from a year ago or more, and then XRP just makes lower highs than the previous highs and the previous highs and previous highs. It's just weird. It's just an anomaly, man. I mean, it's almost like a rising wedge here. Doesn't it look like that? No, it's just a channel, kind of just an upsloping channel, but near the the top of it, and again showing a little bit of buyer exhaustion, failing to launch, man. Get wrecked. Tezos, I was tipped in Tezos just moments ago. Thank you for that. Broke out of the structure, but has failed to launch. Is not doing anything. Fortunately, is at least not making bearish divergence or anything. Chug, man.
Sneaky chug diversions.
Sneaky chug diversions. Do you mean divergence? Hidden sneaky chugging divergencies. Is that what you mean? Do your worst, man. Bring it on. Bring it on. Thank you, man. Much love. Wow. Check joke face, man. What happened, dude? It hit the wheel landed on your name a couple times last night. Just saying. Oh man, they hit me hard. But I don't owe anything. I owe no chugs or anything like that, so. The prodigal son returns, Matthew D. Hello, man. Alright, so if this wasn't an S coin, this is what the targets are for. If, say, it was something on the stock market, or it was something else, it was corn, literally corn, or sugar, this is how you'd size it up. These are the targets where you take profit on a trade. 289, 319, 349. That's it. I say that just because it's like, yeah, it could play out, but it's Tezos. Tezos sucks, man. It's terrible. I don't even think they make any money, and they had to pay $25 million to somebody because they're scrubs. I don't know. No one's terrible. So think about it, man. Bitcoin rallies and makes its highest level since September 3rd, and here you go, Tezos still at lower prices from September 28th. That should tell you all you need to know. Awful performer right now. Okay, let's look at Cardano, because we were looking at Cardano and it was showing bullish divergence. You were warned. Pinged. Every patron was pinged in Discord. We covered this live on stream at somewhat of a congestion area. You're showing that seller exhaustion. You rallied and then you broke out. And patrons were pinged as soon as the breakout was occurring too. And you broke above congestion area. It's wonderful. There is kind of class C bearish divergence, but I don't know. MACD doesn't really look like it. It looks kind of like just bullish convergence. So this could be off to higher prices. I mean, where it is, you got to know. I mean, it's right up against one little wick from this one high from June 26, 2019, the buying climax of the run of the crazy bull recovery from 3150 to nearly 14,000 on Bitcoin. That's it, man. That's where you're at. I mean, I guess there's a little bit of resistance at 10.989 cents. Then above that, it's like kind of nothing, man. So Cardano doing things, TA being respected. XLM's respecting the TA. Some did a breakout. Yes, it did. It's still broken out, right? Big bullish divergence. Well, there wasn't really divergence because, well, I guess on the MACD there was. Like if you look at it from this low point, this valley, to the next valley, I mean, you could argue right there There might have been some, I think on the daily, many assets were showing classic bullish divergence at that point. Yeah, we got it right here. Very clear, concise, bullish divergence, sellers exhausted. It's wonderful, right? You need daily bullish divergence. So when you had that, you're out of PCZ, and then it's like now you're forming a bullish reversal pattern. And the target's 8.598 cents, but if you're talking about the targets for this major bullish cipher, you're talking like 11.6 cents. I don't know if you'll ever get there. It probably depends on Bitcoin, right? So these are low areas of low risk areas, right? These are the areas where people would be taking longs, not shorting more. Fourth down, and he got it. Litecoin, this was an official trade setup for patrons. It was posted September 23rd. It's slow, this is like low and slow barbecue, dude. Just taking a sweet time, but slow and steady sometimes wins the race. As you can see, it's at a very critical reversal area, very critical resistance, where if it breaks it, historically, you can clearly see what happens when you break $50. You go straight to 60 and higher, and once you break $60, you come straight down to 50 and lower. Look, once you break 50, straight up, 60, straight down, straight up, look, eventually straight down, straight up, almost straight down to straight up, and then straight down. Okay, so if you break 50, you're probably going to $60, high probability of that. Just say it. That's history, man. That's how it works. Over and over and over again. All right, man. We got to break 50, so pray for Bitcoin. Bitcoin keeps rising. I think Litecoin will rise too. But this is a point at the same time of saying all that. This is a point where if not enough bids come in, it could certainly reverse and find its way all the way back down to $42. Right? It's all about the if it breaks. I don't know. Didn't know it was a history channel. Read. Yep. Yeah, everyone thinks that Miami's going to get decimated.
Bruh.
One day I'll learn how to spell, but till then, bring on the chuggy convents.
Congovents. It should be convince. Thank you, Check Facer. 33. Repeating course. The Tron Connect in the jar. The attempt on my life. Where tipping 33 is a 8 to 9% chance of a chug. So, monk ass every time. I can't even believe it, man. I had like 6 beers last night, and I wasn't even illegal to drive. I was at 7.6 or 0.076 or something. It's stupid. So, thank you, dude, but do your worst. I don't know if you're... people haven't gunned for me that way probably in 6 months, right? The $33, $25 thing, So, thanks, man. All right, so let's keep going. What was another one? Okay, Bitcoin Cash. It has broken out. No, it's back in. So there's this range last night with Bitcoin hitting like 11,400 plus. Bitcoin Cash was breaking this little trading range between 238 and I guess like around 206. And look, it's upthrusted and failed. It's not broken it. It tried. Doesn't mean it's all over, but it's good to see higher lows. You could paint probably just a little demand line here. Accumulation. Oh yeah, beautiful. So it could come down, worst case, not worst case. It'd be okay. 221, it wouldn't be weird. Keep making higher lows. Everything will work out eventually. I like it, man. I like the way Bitcoin Cash. It almost looks almost the same as June and July of this year, which was an inverse head and shoulders identified, broke the neckline. Where'd it go? Straight to kingdom. So if you could really ever break 239, it could be off to the races again. That's it. Dang, man, time flies. How is it 30 minutes? Okay, so, Bitcoin Cash. Litecoin. Tezos. Oh, ZRX is another big one.
Jet roll miss getting blindsided.
Jet roll miss getting blindsided. Yeah, man. I got money on Bama minus 13.5. So pray for them to, you know, perform. So it's been rough, man. I mean, yeah, it took Florida plus half a point. They got upset. What? So LSU's first back-to-back loss since 1994 or something, dude. It's insane, man. It's like 2020 is the year for everything to be destroyed, everything broken. All right, bullish on Rattler now. Yeah, right, dude. He played like crap, even though he somehow pulled it out in the end. Mediocre rival, took 4 overtimes. Yeah, no thanks, dude. Still don't even care. Alright, so ZRX, very similar, in my opinion, to Maker at the beginning. At its beginning of its big rally, it was showing the same stuff on the RSI. So like a low, the lower low, the low, you know, the same low, the Class A to Class B bullish divergence, and a breakout of somewhat of a supply line you can see. And now trying to get above all this resistance, a big chop area. Let me show you. This is huge. It's a big deal, man. Right? You go back to April 2019 and December of 2018, and we're still above it, just barely though. You really want to stay above that. The longer you stay above that, the higher the probability you shoot up like crazy. All right. Here comes the BART I mean, dude, it's never been weird to believe 11,000 could be tested. That's the downsloping resistance you broke out of. You run down, you test its validity. So market participants know that is now, it was resistance, it's now support. That's not weird, dude. Okay. Alright, so ZRX warned, but it was showing this divergence, and it's gone up substantially since this bottom, this double bottom, right? Pinged at everyone. BAT similar. BAT is almost the same structure. I mean, look at this. ZRX, and we go to BAT. Like, what is this, dude? Like, why? Like, it's the same thing. At a support area, right? The same where the legendary dragon was formed and born. You're, you know, one bottom, two bottoms. Look at the very, very nice bullish divergence. But here's the difference between ZRX and BAT. BAT has not broken its supply line of this little local structure. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. So you don't have 5 touches yet. So it's not technically a falling wedge. It's almost that, right? So, receiving rate, there's no way Bitcoin dumps, right? No way. It's going to dump. It's going to see 20 cents again. It could even go lower at this point. But, I mean, this is how it starts. This is like on any asset, on any market, you're looking for the same stuff. Let's go to Link. Oh, no breakout yet, but if it breaks this supply line, man, you know how it is on Link, right? If the bottom's in on Link and it's going to make a common retrace, then you're looking for 1373. You're looking for big time $15 psychological resistance. That's also the 618. And then I would think that third target would, I mean, 786 is definitely a potential reversal area, this high from August 30th. So that's where Link could be headed if Bitcoin allows it, and if Link actually starts catching some bids again and it starts going nuts. If the, you know, the crazy momentum driven asset that's been going nuts, if it's done correcting, it's just made a higher low than its previous low. All it's got to do is break the supply line now, and it's just right at it, very close to it. Okay. Are we cool? You get it? Bullish divergence. Remember the bullish divergence of the heart line? Same thing. Low. It's up like 20% or something since then. 15 to 20%. Nothing more you can do. All I can do is tell you what's up. And you'd be like, hey man, I'll take heed of that, or I won't. I don't care. Right, Enjin coin, whatever. Unbelievable, right? Triple bottoming or something, like 1 bottom, 2, 3. It's showing all the divergence just like Maker. It looked very similar stuff. And it's playing out, but it's just range bound. It's really just stuck between, you know, 13.7 cents and 18 cents, right? I mean, that's it, dude. Just range bound, Stucksville. Oh, wow. Trap game is starting soon, so I got to get out of here. But I feel like, I mean, it's 35 minutes, but like 35 minutes of straight analysis, right? Like no stopping, no breaks. I know didn't get all of them. Look, IOTA real quick. Interesting chart. Yeah, look at that. You know, it's almost like inverse head and shoulders, but also descending broadening wedge, and it broke the neckline only to scam wick back, and here it is. So it's done nothing. It's still like not broken out, but very interesting pattern. I mean, you can't argue. You got to say, man, that's pretty crazy looking. IOTA, a lot of upside. You know, you think about if it's actually gonna have a common retrace like Link or something like any other altcoin. I mean, you're talking like 50% to like 33.89 cents. And now you're looking at, I mean, probably 618 because that high, but then 38 cents, 30.7 cents. Is that a high from way back? Yeah, peak from December of 2018. That could, you know, could end up just being major lower highs and then dump again and be major correction. So these are just common reversal area. I mean, targets for the reversal of this pattern that's developing. Okay, no breakout yet. You're close though. That's it. Okay. Alright, so we looked at a decent amount of assets. Zcash up 4.5%. It's broken out. Remember, we talked about it last night. It's broken out. And so I think your target is eventually $74 or $76. Oh,
Bruh.
Chuggy Chug face tip $25. What are the odds of missing 3 times in a row?
Pretty high using that method, the 33, 33, 25. So, I'm sorry, man. Thank you, dude. What should I do? Should I don't know. Are you gonna continue to try to get me wrecked, Chuggy Chug base, or is it, should I get out of here for the game? Just be transparent with me, man. Okay. Took the under on the Clemson game. Yeah, people are gonna laugh at me on what I took. I'm almost embarrassed to even tell people what I did for that game. So, and it's probably gonna not cover either. So, yeah, I don't want to talk about it. We'll see though. VeChain looking amazing. I don't know about that, dude. Yeah, daily bullish divergence for sure. I know that, but and back above 1.1009, right? But since, but yeah, it's just not making higher highs to me yet. I don't know. It doesn't look that great, right? Yeah, no, let's adjust here. The new data, that right there. Maybe do that, like 1 and 2. Still deep inside. So yeah, I don't know, man. Falling wedge on the daily on VeChain. Oh yeah. I got this crap, dude. I mean, it's still at that PCZ area, that definite congestion area. Bullish Harami. Extreme, I mean, crazy good looking stuff on the MACD and the RSI. I mean, this is what dreams can be made of if you're truly bullish here. A low on price, a slightly lower low. They're both indicating impending price action reversal to the upside next, but it's not happening. I don't know if it can happen without Bitcoin help, okay? Phil Censure is looking at it like this. I don't know, man. Maybe. That's the way he's definitely looking at it. So it could be good. Could happen. Definitely could happen. It's man, it's okay. So here we are, right back at the Bitcoin that hit the Three Gorges Dam resistance, and that was it. It's pulled back over $100 since doing that. It hit 11,500, and it's almost like $200 $200, $185 pullback, but no big deal. All right. All right, man. So the game's starting soon. So, all right. I just wanted to do this analysis for you and just make sure you're up to speed. Not much change from last night or yesterday. So if you watched 3-1, whatever, dude. Just a little bit, a few more candles, right? So, Chug Base, man, thanks so much, dude, for the contributions. Wow, it's like very grateful. Like, holy crap, I didn't expect anything. You know, go live, 0 tips, do the analysis, and be gone, right? And to go watch the game. So you really just super grateful for that, man. All right. 91.66 on the day. And I've been live 41 minutes. So all world to you. Big shout out to Chug Pace. Please quiet. Hi for you, dude. Thank you, man.
Bruh.
Eric Morris, thank you, dude. 321 super chat, and M Davis, thank y'all. Okay. So, I'll be back. You all enjoy your weekend. Roll Tide. And good luck to your own alma maters and schools that you pull for. I'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA.
My name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
Adios, turd nuggets.